Since the Louisiana Purchase was made, America has been the foremost country for public land. And since the state of Idaho's inclusion in the Union, our state has led the nation in public land accessibility. But in the past few decades, our land has been sold off to the highest bidder, for the most part, without our knowing. Our state is currently riding a very slippery slope. We fare off better than most states in land use, but we are seeing the beginning of a private land majority. If this tide isn't reversed, the trails and lakes that were once designated for everyone to enjoy will soon be bordered by barbed wire and no trespassing signs. With BLM, Forest Service, and other state documents, we can see the current trend in our state and even a way to reverse this trend. I caught my first fish at age 5 at Horse Thief Reservoir, went on my first hunt at age 10 near Arrow Rock Reservoir, and with no private land in my name, Idaho's public lands have been my stomping grounds for 15 years now. And in the last 10 years or so, I have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of acres of land that I have used disappear. This land has gone to outfitters, logging operations, and private use. And just in 2018, the state lost over 3,800 acres of BLM land alone. Even if you're a person that doesn't spend much time in the outdoors, this should still be alarming to you. The land that's being sold belongs to state entities like the BLM and Forest Service. This means that taxpayer money is being used to maintain and manage our land. The state then in turn sells this land that we pay for and lines their own pockets with the profit. If you are an outdoorsman or woman, this only adds to the negative effects of mass land sell-offs. Not only are you losing your cherished destinations, but you're paying for it at the same time. Currently, the average value per acre in Idaho is $2,600 per acre. If we factor this into the 3,800 acres that BLM sold off in 2018, this comes out to just short of $10 million profit for the state. This is $10 million the state made, all thanks to taxpayers' contributions. Here's another scary thought. The BLM is just one entity. Who knows what the Forest Service or other state bodies made off the sale of land? For decades, memories have been made off our public lands, the lands that Idaho citizens pay for and care for. Children have built lifelong passions for the outdoors. Families have maintained traditions, and many more have escaped from the hustle and bustle of ordinary life, all thanks to our public lands. Since Idaho's statehood, the state has lost about 41% of this public land. This comes out to exactly 1,760,783 acres of the original 4,254,448 acres allotted to the state of Idaho. That's just short of 2 million acres that enrich our lives in countless ways. Imagine the outdoor opportunities for all individuals if we had almost 2 million acres at our disposal. After looking at the state statistics and other relevant information pertaining to public land, we can see what is on the horizon. The scary truth is that us taxpayers are paying for and using the land that we love, only to see it sold without our knowing. Tens of millions have been made under our noses, and thousands of acres have disappeared from the public's lives. Now, I'm sorry that this whole speech has been a surplus of negative facts, but I'm here to tell you that there is a way to reverse this trend. Us citizens have our votes on our side. Although we can't necessarily vote directly on these issues, we can vote for the right candidates to support this fight. We need politicians who will keep the land out of the state's hands and instead with the federal government, who will see past the dollar signs and see what our land means for Idahoans. The right representatives paired with active citizenship can turn the tide of the private land majority and bring what is great about Idaho back to Idaho. Thank you very much.